Hello, and welcome to Lay Island Classroom. My name is Miss Sparklemouse, and today we're going to learn about the difference between a religion and a cult. Now, you might be wondering, religions and cults, they seem to have a lot of similarities. And you would be correct. There's a reason for this. Now, the term cult originally referred to a group of people who practice rituals based on a set of beliefs. That's a pretty general definition. Originally, this word comes from the word cultivation or culture. So technically, all sort of groups that have unique rituals or identities based on a set of beliefs could be considered cults in this sense. This would mean that all religions would be considered cults, including hockey teams, fandoms, workplaces. All of these things would technically fall under this definition. But we also know that these groups are not all bad or harmful. Today, the word cult has taken a negative connotation, and we now associate it with something else. So what is a cult? Today, the word cult has negative connotations associated with it. It is a word that is used to describe groups with an extreme devotion to countercultural beliefs expressed in a way that causes psychological harm. Now, it's very important to focus on this idea of causing psychological harm. We know that there are religions that maybe have small pockets or groups that might participate in things that cause psychological harm, but overall the group itself does not depend on these typical tactics, whereas in a cult, the psychological harm is built into the very structure of the group. Now, what are the top 3 warning signs that you could be in a cult? Firstly, you may notice that there is little tolerance for questions or that certain information is kept hidden. Is the group that you're a part of very secretive? Do they seem to dodge questions that you might be asking? Number 2, they may have a self-appointed leader who is not held accountable for their actions. Typically, these leaders are very charismatic and well-liked. They may claim to have a connection to the spiritual world or the divine that makes them not as accountable to, certain expectations as the other followers may be. They have a sort of exemption because of their divine status. And number 3, they may discourage people from interacting with people outside of the group, creating isolation. This allows the group to have more control over, the narrative that they're creating and over the control of the followers' lives. If you fear that you may be in a cult, what you can do is try to educate yourself. Attending daily lessons is very important. Engage in critical thinking and refer to your core values. Try not to give power to any extremists or cults. If you know that there is an extremist group or cult in operation, then you should try to avoid giving them any kind of power or platform. Maintain open communication and focus on goals that make you feel happy and healthy. Thanks for coming to our daily lesson, and welcome to Lay Island. If you have any questions or you need any support, don't hesitate to reach out for help. We're all learning every day.